Hi everyone, this is Susan here. I hope everybody had a great weekend and I hope everybody is raring to go for week 3 of unit 3 of our class. I just want to clear up the Twitter list confusion. Frankly, I found it a little confusing myself. I only started using lists recently, and it really is an easy way to keep track of a group of people on Twitter. Now, I'm here as Mystical Susan, so just pretend I'm different. So Mystical Susan's purple and Professor Susan is that green background. So just pretend I'm just like Mystical Susan's in the class, right? So what I did as Professor Susan is I added Mystical Susan to the list. And okay, so I can't show you how I did that, but so I added her to the list because I created the list. So now Mystical Susan is on our class list, but she might not even know it. So what she can do though is go in and see, oh, so what lists am I on? And then she can see, oh, I am a member of this class, of this list. And then anytime that so let's say I have 953 followers, and I don't really, it's going to take me a while to find like Kelly's tweets and Carolyn's tweets and Matt's tweets and Frank's tweets. So if I create a group, then what I'm doing is I'm just curating and seeing all of your tweets on our list page. So it's really for reading tweets. It's not for tweeting. Okay. And I think that's maybe the part that's a little confusing. So then I'm just going to click on the list. You can subscribe or unsubscribe here. I would subscribe. I'm not really sure. I'm just being honest. I've been Googling it. I can't find the answer. If anybody finds the answer, you get extra points. What is subscribing from the list or not subscribing from the list does, because as long as you're a member, you can go in and it is a public list. You can make it private if you want it. And so this is the page. So on this page is only going to be the tweets of the people in this group. So that's all. It just makes it a little easier for me to follow who, like I tweeted that so my Mystical Susan tweets are here. That's why. And so it just makes it really easy for me to see. I just go in here to like 2 or 3 times a day and see who's tweeting what. And it just really brings me to the list really quickly. So I hope that clears up the confusion with the lists. Just don't worry. I'm seeing all of your stuff. As long as you guys are following each other, you can tweet things at each other that you think might be interesting. Okay, so for this week 3, we're talking about the news media, newspapers in the digital age. And we're also going to talk about news literacy, which I think is so important. News literacy, actually media literacy and news literacy, I mean them as the same thing. This is a really important concept. And I think that this is one of those things where after you really sort of realize how much misinformation is out there, and I think astroturfing from the last unit sets us up really to understand that, or just not even to understand it, but just to kind of bring that into our awareness about it does take a lot to be news literate. So for your tweeting assignment this week, I want you to tweet about, share some examples. Like, what do you consider reliable information? What news content seems maybe a little biased or unsubstantiated? So you could be on the Huffington Post or CNN News or anywhere, the New York Times, and you could see something and you can tweet it and just say, you know what, and just share the tweet and just say, seems biased or not sure, seems really reliable. So it's not like you have to go out and find anything that's a hoax, but I mean, if you happen to see something that you think would be a hoax or doesn't seem like really newsy, or it's trying to be newsy, then just, just share that. So just make some of your tweets this week about the news media, and like real news, like hard news, like political or crime, or just something that, is more newsy. And you can also certainly share information about sports news that you find a little, questionable. Is this fair? Is this relevant? Is this a rumor? Is this like an opinion that looks like it's news? So just see what you can find, and then just tweet those and go to the class list page, and then we can read them all. All right, so let me know if you have any questions. You're going to be, I did do a lot of formatting on your blogs already. You guys did a great job on your blog, writing your blogs in the blog style. As I told you, a 1 is not a grade. A 1 is just a signal that I need to go in and sort of reread and see your edits. And then usually if you make them, you'll just get all of the points. So it's just a signal that you have some edits and I wanted to check them. I might give you a couple of edits, but just give you full points, meaning this isn't something you have to submit again, or I'm going to read again, or, you're good, but, just a little minor things. If it was a little bit more, because it's going on the blog, you don't have to resubmit it. It's just to me to say, oh, Susan, go back and read this and make sure that, you think it reads well. And then I would certainly come back to you again and say, hey, I might fix this. Because this is a blog and it has to really be good, because people can see this and you can use this, for your electronic portfolio. Okay, so if you have any questions, just let me know. Just keep tweeting. Focus on like retweeting content and commentary. You guys are doing really well with that. And let me know if you have any questions. And I look forward to seeing your blogs formatted. And again, don't worry, you have plenty of time to make them look snazzy. Okay, Susan signing out.